Hey guys. So sorry that I couldn't record last night's Zoom. So what I wanted to do was just hop on and hopefully recap everything I went over last night to try to just really give everybody some tips. Really keep it simple, but give you all some tips of things that I do for my business. And just a couple of announcements. The first one being, if you haven't gotten your ticket to our August regional with Paul and Sam Wyatt, please do. It's in Concord, which is awesome for those of us that are really local. And the other thing that's great is they're absolutely amazing people. I don't know, spending time with them recently on the trip was pretty awesome, and just seeing how down to earth they are and how much they want everyone to succeed, and also seeing how real they are in what they do in their business and how they became so successful. Just hearing that from them, it's changed the way I look at this entire organization, the way I look at all of you, and appreciate everybody so much. So I just wanted to say, if you can get it, please do. It's August 24th. And then August 22nd, our plan is to have a market party also in Concord at the Concord Country Club. I'm just tying up loose ends and details for that. So I really wanted to make sure I mentioned that to everybody, because I think it's very, very important for your business. And if anything, you get in a room with a lot of really like-minded people and kind of get boasted a little bit. You get a lot of high energy and it's fun. So that's that. So what I wanted to go over with everybody is that I want to try to have a weekly Zoom. I want to try to do that Thursday evenings. And so that would mean that next Thursday we'll have a Zoom at 8:00. So I am hoping that each week we can go over some things that are a little bit different. I wanted to get ideas from people to see what is important to them, what they really want to go over. If they're having struggles in a certain area, we can go over things that maybe will boost your posts, or things that might boost your samplers, or how to work on getting brand partners if you've never done that before. So just different things, and look at the different pockets of the business and what we can do to help you guys. I want to keep it short, 20 to 30 minutes tops. And then, if there's questions that people have, we can always do kind of a Q&A after. And I wanted to share with everybody a little bit about how my month ended last month. So most people know I've been in the business a little over 2 years, and I definitely have had like my highs and my lows. My highs are usually followed by a period of time where, I was consistent, and I did my daily post or did my daily messages to people. But what I found was I was this last year, I've sort of kind of been in the same spot. And when I actually looked at my numbers, I saw how close I was to hitting the next rank. I saw that 3 days left in the month. And what ended up happening was I kind of went back to the basics of messaging people about what I'm doing and that I want to share some info with them on products. I started doing 2 posts a day. So there was like 6 posts the last 3 days of the month, whether it was on Instagram or Facebook. I started texting some people that I knew were interested, but I never followed up with. Again, I've been in the business for 2+ years, and I am guilty of not following up. We all get things that kind of get in the way, but I had this goal in mind. Long story short, I didn't hit the rank. I didn't hit the goal, but I ended up with several new customers at the end of last month, those last few days, and very, my net is very widened, I would say, for this month. So I have a lot of people reaching out with questions. I've gotten 4 new PCs already this month. For me, that's kind of like a win. I hit my 6 PC bonus by the 10th of the month, which is a huge goal that I have yet to hit, except for this month. So I guess my point is, it didn't take a lot of time out of my days, those last 3 days of the month. I was just consistent with what I did, and I was mindful of who I was messaging. And it just reaped a lot of benefits, and it made me realize, well, why aren't you doing this every day? Because your business could be triple the size. So if anything, I just wanted to share, be consistent. If you're not posting on Facebook, I truly do think that you're missing out. Something that I had to get past was worrying about what people thought, or what what opinions they might have about me, and realized that I was bringing Neora into my life as part of me, as part of who I am. And what you share on social media is who you are. And when you start selling something, people can say, well, brand yourself. Some people choose to do that, some people don't. What that really means is, put yourself out there as a positive person who has something awesome to offer the world. And by virtue of putting the goodness out, you will likely get the good back. And I just thinking in my mind, thinking that I'm not going to hang my hat up on one negative comment or a negative message, or someone, blasting, people who do, MLMs or, this side gig thing. I got past that. And what I realized was it's just a piece of who I am. It's not all of me. But if I can share really good stuff, and I can be positive and I can give back, then I'm fulfilling something within myself by fulfilling something for someone else. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I know, some people aren't comfortable with it. If you aren't and you just feel like you need some coaching, reach out. I do not mind whatsoever. One thing I wanted to share that I just found recently in our back office is something called the Neora Social Tracker. So it maps out your week, Sunday through Saturday, and it gives you things to do each day of that week. So it's the non-negotiables. So something that Paul Wyatt talks a lot about is these 5 non-negotiables that you do every day, and it reaps insane benefits. So it's following up with 5 people on Facebook. It is following up with 5 people on Instagram. Or follow 5 people, rather. I'm sorry. I'm not following 5 new people on Instagram and Facebook, wishing Facebook friends a happy birthday. So you're able to see who has a birthday that day and sending them a private message, just reaching out saying happy birthday. Nothing about Neora, just starting a conversation. I typically do that anyways. But usually it was posted on their page versus sending them a message. It's just something nice to do, and you're interacting. Follow the 10 by 10 formula. I still need to check that out because I don't remember what that is. I said that last night too. And then post at least once on Facebook or Instagram, and then direct message 5 people. So again, reaching out to 5 people about the business or doing a follow-up. You do two follow-up. Are you interested in any of the products or the business? Again, be authentic, be yourself, ask them how they are, how their spouses or their children. Be you, but throw a little business in there, and you never know. Someone might just be nervous to reach out and say, I want to get rid of my flabby stomach and I want that firming cream. So if you can open that conversation for them, I think it really helps a lot. The other thing they say to do is several minutes before you post whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, interact for about 5 to 10 minutes. I say 5 because you can get so sucked into just scrolling and watching crazy videos about cats. So I just recommend, if there's a market of people, of your Facebook friends that you really want to see your post, comment, just message under their posts, because that is likely going to get them to see your post at the top of their news feed. It's very complicated how this algorithm works, and I'm just really learning a little bit about it through the social media training, but you have to interact pretty much on Facebook if you want people to see your posts. So if you're finding that no one's liking your posts, it happens to all of us, please don't be upset and don't think that there's anything wrong with what you're doing. But a lot of the times people don't see your posts. So posting 2 times a day on Facebook might feel like overkill for some people, but a lot of the times people aren't even seeing it. So really interacting with those that you want to engage is very important. Messaging people, texting people, and if you can, trying to have a party once a month, even if it's a friend or a cousin or a sister, and you can say, can you just get 3 friends together to sample some of the products. Just doing 1 a month might build your business over time. It's a goal I try to set for myself. It's hard some months, but again, you could do a brunch party. You could do a quick, leave it at 45 minutes to an hour. Say, it's a sip and sample, come over and have a glass of wine or a mimosa. And we're going to go over, doing eye samples or eye spa. or something like that. What else? And then again, being authentic on your own Facebook page. So not just posting about the business, but posting about, you know, whatever you want to share. Sometimes people do like a funny little meme. Recently, I did a 4th of July post with the lollipops and people guessed. I had 121 comments. So what that did for me was I was able to go through all of those comments and I was able to pick out, I think it was 70 people that have never sampled, don't do the New Aura business, and didn't have, you know, like mutual friends. So it was, I just looked at the comments. I obviously sent out a gift to those that won, but what I did was, and I can actually, yeah, it's on this, so I can show you. This is one of my notebooks. These are all the people that commented, and I have gotten through maybe 10 so far. I need to be a little more diligent tonight, but I've just messaged them, and all I have said was, thanks for joining in on my 4th of July pop contest. I am just reaching out with everyone that commented with a thanks, and by doing that, I would love to send you a sample. What would you like? And then I send them a little pic collage of a few different items, skincare items mainly, and a little before and after. And so I did 10 this morning, and I have 5 samples to send out. People have already gotten back to me and said, hey, I've really been watching it. I would love to try. A lot of people are doing the eye or the Age IQ. So again, it's a way to interact, get a lot of interaction on your Facebook page. So the next time you post, it's going to go to the top of all of their news feeds. But it's also just giving you a different market. The majority of these people on my list are all people that I friend requested in the last 6 months. A lot of them are old grade school friends or old work friends from different places that I've worked. And again, it's just a new contact and a new market. So a lot of people feel like they don't have a market or that they aren't going to get customers. What I can tell you is there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you do know out there. It's pretty simple to, you know, get a group of friends that you're comfortable with, and friending new people by virtue just of, like, you know, they say the 6 degrees of separation. There are a lot of people out there that you know. So something I recommend is, you know, go to a family member's Facebook page and look at their friends that they have that you're not friends with. And there's probably several that you have acquaintances with and that you know and you're comfortable having them as a friend. And it's gonna be a new contact for you. So just keep throwing that net out there and you're gonna reap a lot of benefits. What else? And then parties. So if you have a party, one thing I always like to say is you don't have to be an expert. If you've just joined the business or you've been in the business for a while and you're not kind of solidified in what the products do, it's okay. You do not need to do training and you don't need to do a whole bunch of research and be an expert to have a party. That's what your upline is for. That's what I'm for. That's what the person that signed you up is for. And we will be that expert for you. So you don't have to. So if you're worried about that and that's why you don't want to have a party, don't let that stress you out. We're here. And then the last thing I wanted to go over is the Cabo trip. So it is not too late to join the Run to Cabo, which is a Facebook Messenger group. And it's just people that want to earn the trip. They give you a lot of tips. It's a fun little culture. And one thing that they just came out with is a pretty amazing tracker, and they're going to update it every month. And just by filling out this tracker and sending it in every Sunday to Jen Turner, you could win a significant amount of money. What I love about this is it breaks down kind of those 5 non-negotiables. It also gives you something just to track what you're doing. If I don't write it down, I don't remember. I really try to use a calendar, but it's so big that I find that I don't always write stuff down. I can show you what my July looks like. I try to write down my volume every day of the month, any big parties that we have. And then on this side, I try to write down my goals and then what PCs and VPs that I want to get to either buy or join and what I've sent them for information. So the Cabo tracker, it's awesome. And again, even if you don't end up earning the trip, all you're doing is building your business. And in turn, that's going to earn you more money and going to get you probably what you want out of it. So again, just kind of go back to like the best practice thing I can say, try to post every day, friend new people on Facebook, talk to people about it. You know, or just show them a before and after. And if you don't have the information to give them, we have videos we can send them. We have more, you know, PDFs we can send them, and then you have us. So utilize your upline. Try to get your ticket to our regional August 24th, 10 to 1 in Concord at the Grapponi. Paul and Sam Wyatt, they're awesome. I would definitely recommend doing a post that engages a lot of people with comments. So maybe a guessing game post or a question post. Do you like the beach or the lake better? You're going to get a ton of people that comment on that. It's summer, so we're at barbecues, we're at parties, we're out a lot more. So we just have a lot more time where we can interact with people and just chat, make relationships. All of those things. So I think I hit everything I wanted to go over. Again, I want to book a party or a Zoom for us next Thursday. And I would love to hear what people maybe want to chat a little bit more about, what they want to learn a little bit more about. So that's it. Thanks, guys. I really hope that I can figure this out. I'm stopping the recording and then I'm going to upload it and send it all to you guys. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.